This-
Yep.
Been ready for the past 35 minutes.
Started recording in 3, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of Evils of the World. I am your intrepid host, Recon Zebra, and we are here with the party, most of it, as we continue on our harrowing adventure. Where we last left off, the party stepped into a small little side town that seemed very comfortable and polite. Everyone was all smiles and happies, which on the surface is very good when you're on the road, but when you started asking questions, something felt a bit off. What with the herbal shop being too, what's the word? Avoiding, like when you're like not answering questions directly. Indirect, I guess. And then when you get to the tavern, y'all have a couple of drinks, a few fun laughs from the tavern owner. But when push comes to shove and you ask about the church, they got a little
Yes, testy,
testy,
defensive.
defensive. I think that's it. They got a little defensive and just kind of avoided, but still giving the warning to not leave the place for the night. You all set up thinking that something's about to happen, and surprise, surprise, you get attacked by two cultists who come in to capture you. You all take them down successfully with the ambush and the spell barrages, and you get some small information that apparently you were going to be sacrifices to us to this group to gain some sort of power. You're not sure what else you're not entirely sure what else you were able to gain, what else you're able to know about it, other than they belong to some cult called uh, the cult of Osebus. But before you could get any other information, the lovely little group of Jubilees, dragons, ate the surviving cultists who came for you. So you all decide to take this on notion and disguise yourselves to go after them, or at least two of you do. Unfortunately, before any push comes to shove, you hear some screams as the tavern owner and her daughter are taken away. So now it's go time, as you all head out to rescue and expose. Anyway, after the interaction and you disposing of the rest of the body, Aldwin, I'm guessing you used your disguised self to change yourself into him, right?
Yeah, I think it's called Disguise Self. I can't open my sheet right now. I think that's what it was called,
Yeah,
yes.
disguised self is what you generally works because you can take on the caricature features of a creature within the same of your class. So it still
Yeah, that
works.
probably was that.
So it still works. And of course you take his robe, so that way you don't have to like worry too much about changing your clothes. So that leaves Aurelian. Speaking of which, Aurelian, and Echo. Speaking of which, Aurelian, as you finally come to from the long amount of exhaustion that has been happening, you wake up and you see yourself kind of placed underneath Geezer as he is sleeping on top of you, and you're both sharing the same bed.
Outstanding. Yeah, that one light beer really fucked me up.
Apparently so. You roll Geezer off of your body, who is still very much in his own kind of esoteric kind of sleep. It seems surprisingly deep, considering, everything that's been happening. This feels a little less like, like an old person nap than just like he's in some sort of comatose. But his body, it still feels alive, a little rigid, a little cold, but not dead. I guess he's possibly having some sort of moment or some sort of like communion with his magic. You're not entirely sure. But for now, he appears to be fine as you lay him down. And as you all start to get up, you see that there is, a couple of dead cold bodies on the ground. Trevally and Alduin surrounding what seems to be some bloody spots. And you see Alduin seemingly dressed in a death. You see this guy seemingly dressed in a cultist costume in the room. Give me a Arcana or Insight check to see if you can tell who that is before you do something.
Not 20 off the bat.
Your world
My bad.
experience has kicked in a strange kind of probably half high, half drunk, induced hangover, you get the feeling that the group's about to go undercover and do some shenanigans.
I see. Hey, nice disguise, Alduin. I could barely tell.
Thanks. I mean, I try my best.
Do you
It's
think
been
I
a
should
while
wear?
since I've used this one.
Do you think I should wear one of those robes, or maybe I could wild shape and be like your pet companion?
Well, the thing is, they came in with two, so
I think based on the fact that Aurelia's not too much off your height, Alduin, he should probably take the other costume, the other disguise. Aurelian, can you disguise yourself like Alduin did?
Um, let's see if I can. I don't think I can.
I know Echo has some sort of strange way to turn invisible, so I'll go along with him and we'll be right behind the two of you.
I do not think I have any sort of disguise self spell.
Oh,
Which is why I
awesome.
guess I thought I could wild shape and just be a little critter.
Well, I suppose the other option is just putting on the robe and hoping they don't notice you too well. It might work. I don't suppose anybody has a disguise kit by chance.
I just checked. I do not. I could also just go pass without trace and just try to be super duper sneaky.
That might
I
help.
think
That might help.
my
Put on the robe and hide your face. It might help even better. No one should notice you.
Okay, let's do that then.
All right then. Oh, all right then. We've got to do this. Echo, I'll take a ride with you while you take your monster form, and then, oh, my head. I think that chemical hitting my face made me feel full. And as he says that, you notice Trevally start to fall backwards and slump and pass out. It appears that the sleeping bomb has had a lingering effect on him, and he has passed out.
I
And
put
as he
him on
starts
top of-
snoring, more meat.
Yeah, we'll tuck him into bed with Geezer, and I think we're ready to go then.
All right, that's the plan. With the two
Pass
cold.
without trace lasts for an hour. You want me to pop it now, or should we wait until?
That's fine. It's only about a 10-minute walk from the town.
But they when they didn't they call out to us when they took the two or the tavern or whoever it was? Didn't they like scream out to us that we had to come back? 'Cause I thought that's how I remembered it, but I could be wrong.
Actually, the better question is, I should have told you his name, right? Did I put it down? Yeah, there is. There,
one name.
yeah, I see his name. I
One
see his
name,
name.
the other
I see.
one, no.
I see your names. And as you're putting on the stuff and you're questioning it, you hear somebody coming not too far off from the stairs as you're heading down. It says, and as they're heading down, they say, Tivik, Cobellion, where are the adventurers?
The sleeping gas didn't work. They started fighting back, so no survivors left.
Roll me a deception.
I knew that.
And does disguise self affect your voice?
Let's see.
I don't think it does. I think it's just physical. La la la. Da, da, da. Yeah, no, physical prescription. So this is just a and you aren't exactly proficient with the vocal throwing. So yeah, just give me a regular deception.
Is it okay if
This will
As
raise
we
the
were-
AC, but at least you can still do it at regular. Ooh.
as we
Good
were
old-
gearing up, knowing that we were going to go on a sneak mission, is it okay if we took some hits from the bong of dankness with the charisma advantage?
Of
Straight.
course, I have a feeling you would have lit it up right before you started getting dressed.
Okay. So is that just for me, or can we all take a puff?
Oh, everybody can take a puff. It's just that you're using that one before your next until your next long rest.
Right on. So we all have advantage on charisma checks.
I'll
I'll
just
pass.
reroll.
Also, I didn't say it last session, but you do have inspiration Altwin for the for planning and expecting the Jubilexes to maul that one cultist.
Good deal.
So I'll just reroll this one.
Yeah, reroll it and let's see.
Nat 20.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll take it. You do your best to try to throw your vocals to sound like the guy, and you get surprisingly close. Even though you aren't like a proficient like vocal impersonator, you manage to give off the dialect that they don't notice too well, and they're like, "Ah, damn. The priest is gonna. Ah, damn. Lord Urlock's gonna be pissed. Well, at any rate, we got the girl in the tavern lady. All that's left is the herbalist owner, but I think he's already gone.
Oh,
Well-
really? That's unfortunate.
No matter. We'll have Noku scout out on the road further down later. For now, we're gonna have to start the ritual. Besides, we're almost done with this town. Everyone else has either joined us or brainwashed at this point.
Nice.
Hurry up and meet us at the temple in 30 minutes.
Right. I'll be there.
And as you say that, you hear them all stepped off down the steps as it sounds like a large door bursts open. You look out the window and you see the handful remaining by head off into the forest, past the town up north, up northwest into the forest.
Right. I guess I'll prepare and go there. I don't know what else.
Yeah, you already got the costumes and everything, and you've already set up on the plan. You move Trevally and hopefully Gogi into a corner, and you lock the room before you leave, just to make sure they stay safe. And yeah, y'all head out. Not wasting too much time and just taking the 10-minute walk through the forest. As you go through the town, though, you definitely see a lot of the town doors and, spaces have been opened, if not ransacked. They've definitely already taken either the remaining of the town people, or perhaps the remainder of the town people are a part of it as well. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, you all
Yeah.
head up.
For your reference, DM, I did set up the pass without trace, so that's on us now.
Right. Did you proc the spell so I can apply it to everyone? Okay. Yeah, you did. Okay. Yeah, you procced it. I see it. All right. With that, y'all head off, taking 10 minutes, heading up into the forest, where you arrive at this large, mildly big S kind of small chapel. It looks fortified, built, made out of, decent cobblestone and whatnot. It looks like it's been here for probably a few decades on its own. As you go inside, you see at first it seems almost empty and dark. The interior in of itself seems like a geriatrically built and designed sort of church itself. Who wants to make me a religion check?
Also, for information, we are still on the loading screen. Is that intended?
Yes, like I said, this is not the part where I have a image of the map yet. Let me tell you.
I mean, sure, I'll, let's see.
Yes, you fairly recognize this because they've been pretty rampant and popular in the last, 50 years or so. This looks like an empty temple for the Church of Life.
Church of Life, and then they want to make a sacrifice. Interesting.
It seems very peculiar. However, from what you can tell, it looks like this may be absconded and abandoned. The pews itself, despite the fact that they are ordained and kept, it looks like most of the, like the podium and whatnot, and the flags itself, there seem to be rusted and just, left over. Perhaps at first somebody had a presentation of what this looks like up here, but seems to have let it go when there seemed to have been no more necessary point in keeping the facade. As you all enter in here, give me investigation checks. I believe all of you can see in the dark, right?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so no one has to do it at disadvantage.
Investigation.
Investigation, yes. And Echo. Echo?
His mic is muted on Discord. Maybe.
You're muted if you're trying to say something, Echo. Hold on.
In the meantime, if I do
Yeah,
a
like
little
I point
finger snap druid sense, do I pick up anything going on?
nothing that seems to be giving off any here. No sense of druid magic here.
Gotcha.
And we'll pass it out. But for now, with your investigation, yeah, you read it. Although at first, you're more or less, taking in the fact that this seems to have been a possible cover-up, or perhaps they're using the Church of Life's name. You're puzzling this for a moment as you're picking observant of how it looks like slightly abandoned, but also they must have been using it to lure people into town, or maybe it was something before. Could this group have taken over it? You're not entirely sure, but Aurelian, as you're quietly looking around, you do notice out the sliver of your eye, there seems to have been a small back room as a stream of light seems to be coming through a crackle on the side. Catching
By the way,
particular interest
I will
of your
point
dark
this out to
vision.
all.
Interesting.
What do you think we should do, man? Do we see any
Well,
people around at all?
or do we hear anything coming from anywhere?
Not at first. It seems like at most you just see this thin string of light that you can poke through, poke open, as it seems to lead to what seems to be a hidden doorway.
I mean, I guess we go through. Seeing as this is just empty otherwise.
I guess. I mean, since you've got the better disguise, and I'm mostly just trying to blend into the background, maybe you should take point on this one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I guess I'll go through.
All right. You push open the open area and you easily get access to a magically veiled hidden doorway. You pop it open and you see it leads down a long winding staircase of torchlit darkness. And you descend.
Down into the underworld.
It's in the back
Oh,
room.
it's a little scary down there. Maybe we should just go back to town.
Oh, finally, Echo, you're back.
Yes.
All right, we did some rolls to see if they could find the hidden doorway, but John Aurelian noticed it, and Alduin was more peculiar for the fact that this chapel looked like a semi-abandoned church of life.
Okay.
So now everybody is heading down. Did you want to do any preparations or changes or anything, like a wild shape or anything?
Well, I mean, to stay invisible, I guess I would like wild shape into an ether claw and then just be in the ethereal plane.
All right, let's try it real quick because that's a homebrew monster. But let's see if the polymorph can take it.
Sure.
It appears to not be able to. We'll have to work on seeing if I can find a way to melt. I actually need to check on that too, because since it's a homebrew monster, I probably have to check prefix and stats. But yeah, we'll just bring out the Ether Claw.
Okay.
transform into your large, kind of bluish, astral-looking creature form. As you walk behind everyone else, you all descend down.
Into the back.
He said that too. The spiral goes about a couple of minutes before you all come out into an open stairway leading into a small corner torchlit room. You hear a very faint notion of chanting as you reach the bottom and are standing in front of this large kind of dark iron or oakish doorway. Activate the scene now. There we go.
Damn, okay. Very small,
Yeah, this is an entryway. The doorway's right there.
yeah, okay.
You hear as you're approaching nearby the door the faint sounds of chanting and hymns of dark ordinance. Pausing the game. What would you
Okay,
like to do?
I'm free.
I mean,
Play. We want to fake it till we make it, or go a little more stealthy.
I mean, I'm in disguise, so I was just planning on going in. I'm not sure about you, Aurelian.
I
You
mean, I
could
probably
try,
just hang back, stick to the shadows.
but if you do happen to come in, I don't know you.
That works for me.
So I guess I'll go in.
All right. You pop open the
I'll face
door
the wall.
and you see that it opens the way into what seems to be another, even larger kind of citadel-like chapel. This one is built with what seems to be old, kind of worn, more kind of concrete cobblestone and marble and around it. The pews themselves look far more cleaned and ordained, with temple, torches lit along the side that seem to be guiding the way. You see from corner edges and views over the pews a handful of what seems to be bowed down people in the same similar robes and whatnot. As they're all kneeling around, as they seem to be kneeling nearby, you see ahead of you there is another door, another kind of dark iron door. But all around it seems like the area is slightly alit with torches. Do you continue forward, or what would you like to do?
Uh, I guess I'll go sit on one of the benches, maybe.
All right, there's your choice. As you move forward to head into the room to the benches, Aurelian, John, do you follow him or do you do your own thing?
I'm gonna go forward up a bit and kind of stay to the side, looking at this
I'm
creature.
gonna need I'm gonna need you to give me a stealth check because you gave no notion that you entered into the ethereal plane.
That what?
That's what I said I'd transform into. The reason why I would be invisible.
Okay, fair.
Because I feel like they would notice a big monster behind him, to be fair.
Fair. All right, hold on. I think this one works for it. There it is.
And I want to stay a little bit further back, but I still want to be in range to give the Pass Without Trace aura to Baldwin. So I'll try to be like maybe sitting on this bench right here.
All right, no problem. That's still within range. As you go up and you are ethereal in that marking, you see as well that there is several people in robes kneeling down around this spot that is laced in blood and coated all over the ground and front layer of the carpet. You see the young girl and her mother tied up and just brought down on their knees at the bottom of a small rise of steps. You see, of course, two other indifferent dressed cultists standing up near the top of the steps, but you can also see from where you are at as well a peculiar individual wearing what seems to be white ordained robes and wearing a kind of glowing kind of whitish mask that also seems to be hewn as they're all kneeling down and praying on the ground. Would anyone like to give me, let's see,
Real quick, Rick, are these pews meant to be vision blockers?
sort of, yes. They're meant to be both like, cover but also vision blockers.
Okay. In that case, maybe I'll scooch around the room a little bit.
Actually,
still
hold on,
sticking
no,
up.
hold on a second. Let me just there we
Oh, that's much better.
go. Yeah. There we go. As you all see them kneeling down and crowded before this individual, let's see. Let me check real quick.
One, two, three, four, six, seven, eight, 10, 11.
As ironically, and this is actually very good, you took on the Ether Claw transformation, Echo, because they're all chanting normally in a language that none of you understand except for Echo in his Ether Claw form. As they are chanting, O Sebus, raise us up. O Sebus, grant us power. O Sebus, rise us to the beyond. We surrender to the deep. We surrender to the death. Grant us ascension. Grant us eternity. And they just chant this over and over as you hear this.
I mean, doesn't Aurelian also understand that? Because he could understand anything he hears, right?
Oh, yes.
Also, I know-
All right, I
Or was it
forgot.
read? Was
No,
it read or hear?
it's here. I forgot about his universal translator from hearing.
I also know Abyssal regularly. If that gives you a thought.
Okay, well, that's just added measure. Either way, as they speak that. However, I will say, while he does know what they're saying, he doesn't know that it's abyssal.
Correct.
As they do this chant for a couple minutes before the temple leader turns around and he says, and turn around and you hear a couple people. You hear one guy over here as he says, Timmy, what are you doing? Get over here.
And who's saying that?
This one right here.
I guess I'll
Why is Nodarok saying back there? Get up here, both of you. The priest is about to begin.
Oh, yeah, oh god.
I heard about what happened. You guys were supposed to bring at least one of the adventurers here.
Wow, I was fucking fighting for my life. I'm sorry.
I suppose that's not too much surprise. We thought we had an advantage because a couple of them looked like they were passed out, but still. Did
They were pretty
it?
strong.
Did any of them escape?
No. We made sure of that. It was either dead or escape.
Give me a deception check.
We couldn't let this get out, you know?
Give me a deception check.
Sure.
With advantage. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . .
All right. So 21. And with that, they're like, always tricky with these adventures. People outside of town are always good offerings, but still, we needed at least 3. I suppose it'll have to do. Hopefully the scouts are able to catch that father and his daughter before they escape. Just keep praying until the thesis is ready. As he goes back to praying real quick. And Aurelian, as you get closer right here, give me a stealth check as you're trying to hide so no one recognizes or sees through your face. If this is pretty high, we might be able to pull this off.
And that's, for some reason, not adding the +10 from Pass Without Trace.
Some of these spells don't automatically tick on the things they're supposed to do, but
27.
also I think Pass Without Trace is supposed to work with movement and sound, but
You and each creature you choose have a +10 to stealth checks.
oh,
And
dexterity checks and tread and leave no tracks. Okay. Yeah, so as you kind of come up right next to it, giving off this weird kind of mute stand, you manage to pull off that no one's really like paying attention to you and they just noticed you're there. Especially since Aurelian's taking the lead and holding conversations pretty well, or his deceptions pretty well. So everybody just goes back to chanting for now. Echo, from where you were at, you see especially the mother and the daughter just like hunched on the ground, trying to wrest it out of their bodies, like as everybody just keeps still chanting for Osebus and whatnot. And I realized something. I've never asked any of you to give me a religion check on this name. Who wants to do it?
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
I guess I could do. Let's see, where's the R? There it is.
You never know.
Ooh, that was almost a net 20.
Another 19. Again on religion.
Maybe you're meant to be the cleric this time instead of the sorcerer.
Hey, I'm a smart cookie.
I never said you weren't. At any rate. These are all pretty decent rolls, and I would say based on the understanding of this person in particular, it's not too high. Yeah. Actually, yeah. No. Definitely. I would say, generally, this is a good general world lore and pretty good world lore. Osebus is a very bastard name in the world history. About 75 years ago, a wizard who was practicing necromancy managed to achieve godhood or near ascension by absorbing souls and taking them and enhancing their power with them. They almost achieved ascension godhood until a group of heroes stopped him. He was taken before the Council of Magic and was supposed to be stripped of his magic, but pulled a failsafe using his own soul and blasted his essence and himself into the far realm. To this day, he has not returned, mostly because his soul has been shattered into pieces. However, in his rise to power in his campaign, he made a few disciples who took on the same philosophy of taking death and souls in order to ascend and grant power. But they're also on a pilgrimage to find the pieces of his soul and rebuild him so that he may return and lead the necromancers of this world into true power once again. It is also because of Osebus that necromancy is heavily tabooed, if not scrutinized, within the magic world, within the world and magic society. Those who practice it are not only kept under severe lock and leash if they're allowed to, but it's basically illegal without approval or blessings of the Magic Council. And those who do, they are restricted to high heaven. In fact, you've heard tales and fables that necromancy has basically devolved since its origins. Nowadays, people who use it are more like morticians, play-ons for people who want to have farewells, who want to have, like, funerals and passings of their loved ones, and a few occasional people under scrutiny of the Magic Council. Let's just say Dr. Frankenstein for those cases. And even then, they are not socially accepted in, like, regular society. I guess the right word is bodybuilder, but I wouldn't laugh at that too hard if I did. But yeah, that's the story when it comes to Necromancer. And thankfully, none of you actually took it when you made your characters, because you were going to be very much treated like shit if you did. But it appears, yes, you found a cultist of necromancers, or death cultists, and the priest himself seems to be absorbing souls. Perhaps he's taken the soul of everybody in town. As he turns around and he says, I told you to bring at least 3. We still are missing some for the ritual. Apologies, sir. Tivik and Noda killed the other adventurers. Incompetency. Disappointing. We'll just have to hope the scouts found the others. And as you do that, you hear a large door open off in the back, and they say, "My liege, we've caught the herbalist and his daughter." As he is, "Get your hands off of me! No!" I have to change these images again. As it sounds like coming in a particular person, as they're like, "My liege, I found the 2 who were trying to escape." And like, "Get off me, you! No! Let go of us!" And they bring him up front. Toss him in. "Damn all of you!" And you see him try to whip out a pistol, but before he can fire it, the priest himself shoots back and fires a necrotic bolt out of his hand and tries to zap him. Save your strength, fool. Unfortunately, as he zaps him, the father is critically injured and unfortunately passes away. So like, "No! You bastards! You killed my father!" "Don't weep, child. You'll wish I killed you instead. Bring her forward." She brings her. "Let go of me! No!" 3 sacrifices. 3 souls, 3 cycles, my children. And 3 steps by our Lord Osebus. Step 1, the body must be rend. Step 2, the mind must be broken. Step 3, the soul must be ours. Real quick, give me like a...
Question: would I be able to tell what exactly happened to his body, or if anything irregular happened when he died?
Oh, the old man? Yeah, you just see a charge of necrotic energy come out of him and just corrode his body and veins, and he just withers away on the ground and dies.
There's no reviving that.
That was pure necrotic energy, so you know this probably ain't no fooling when it comes to being a necromancer.
Good
The
thing I.
sorry, go ahead.
Nah, you good. I was just waiting.
These two, they're all prone and restrained. Are they like their hands are tied up or?
Yeah. They're just flopped on the ground in this dried layer of blood as he's tying the other one up, and she's trying to kick, but he just holds her to the ground as he finishes tying her up. She's like, "We're ready to begin."
Both
Excellent.
hands and feet are tied for all of them.
Yes.
Shit.
As he finishes gagging her, and also there's gags on the other one. He just puts one on the girl as he ties them up. Excellent. Go, bring me the dagger. As one comes up close to him, hands him dagger. This kind of gold-lined, blackened dagger. As he brings it close and he says, "Rejoice, plebeians. Your flesh will be a part of me as I rise up. And with these people, and with these new disciples, we will begin more steps to returning our God to this world." Go in there, Echo.
As he's talking with all this, and I notice him with the sacrificial knife. I'm guessing.
Yep.
I'm going to begin moving behind them and cast greater invisibility on myself. Yeah, that's basically it.
Are you moving to? Are you focusing on getting near the girls?
Yeah, like slowly, but surely making my way over.
And if it matters, he is within 30 feet of me for the pass without trace.
That is true. That is true. I just want to check something.
And I've been contemplating where my wall of fire should go.
I've seen that really.
I don't know exactly. I'm thinking. I don't see any like.
Well, I can make it a ring, so I could just put a ring around them.
And that would buy me
Then
enough.
we just fight everybody else, and they're safe inside the ring.
There's a lot of guys though.
I was also thinking I could just wild shape into a warhorse, and hopefully that would be a big
Hey, if you
strong enough
guys-
to carry at least two of them out.
I can get all three out if you give me like 2 turns with the time. As long as you guys can get out.
In that case, would it matter if you were entangled or restrained?
I would. Wait, what is this? I forget the condition. What all that does.
It's each creature other than me, and I can't choose to say not you.
As you get close and you start to position yourself behind the girls, the temple priest comes close, but he doesn't kneel down towards them. He pauses where he's at for a second. As one of the cultists come by and they say, "Something wrong, my liege." And you notice finally, as you're kneeling down, he seems to still be standing up, staring right at you.
Oh, that's
And
wait,
he
even with
he looks he's like, "It appears we have a little guest in our domain."
right.
And it's been quite a long time since I've seen an ether claw. There's no food for you here, creature. I suggest you take on your way and leave. He says this to you in Abyssal.
Ooh. Hmm.
It's-
That does change a lot of plans here.
Like, you know he's got the weapon at the ready, and the group's, like, standing there. And the cultists also, as well, seems to ready their weapons, as the three behind him start charging spells in their hands.
Oh. Hmm.
He makes no moves as he still has the weapon in his hand. What do you do?
Hmm. That is a good one. I guess I will mm,
Honestly, if you had tried to, like, sneak around him to see if you could, like, gonna stealth attack, I would have probably had you make some stealth checks to see if you could catch him. Because he's the only one who can see you. But now that the three are alerted, they've got spells at the ready the minute you try to pop in and do something.
okay. I'm gonna slowly back away. And then I will attempt to just like phase into a wall
Which,
away from me.
all right, which wall you want to go through?
This one.
All right. You still, as you're looking away, not breaking away, you see his head as it follows where you direction you're going. And they're like, and as you're going through there, he says in Abyssal, "Watch where you step when you go that way. Don't you dare touch my desk." As you phase through this wall, I wish there was a way to make you move through walls uncontested. Oh, here it is. Yep, there you go.
Beautiful.
And as you do, you go through here, and you see on the inside of here, there seems to be a small little, like, room, private study. You see two chairs and a table that is lit and adorned with what seems to be an office chair and a few books on top, and a book on top of it as well that is opened up. Why can't they see you? Hold on a second.
I can't see inside the room for some reason.
Yeah, hold on. But is there walls? No, you should be visible.
That's weird.
Oh, it's because this creature is technically it's technically not you. I gotta configure
Right. What if I flop?
it should be qualifying you as owner to see. Hold on. Yeah, you're the owner.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Okay. Everyone else still can't see though.
There we go.
It's weird. Come to think of it, why is the room even still dark? Like, can you see in here now, or?
Yeah, I can see myself now. Nope.
And the
Not recognition.
two little torch lights?
No, I can't. It's just so dark.
This room is definitely still grayed off. Maybe it's hold on. Okay, there we
Now I
go.
can.
Okay, yeah. That's weird. Okay, there we go. Now you can see. Anyway, as that's taken care of, the cultist, he turns his head back and he's like, I hate it when these beasts show up and make problems. Well, we better finish this quick before he tries anything.
Ah,
As Alduin and Echo, you see as he raises his knife and he's going to start the sacrifices. He's like, in the name of Osibus, become my power!
Okay, hold on. Let's not let him just cut these girls open.
Yeah, I'm thinking, but I don't know what I want to do.
Um,
I really should have taken subtle spell.
I thought you did. Oh well.
That's now the third time. I have 2 other ones.
Oof. Oh well. Rip and
if
pepperoni.
only we took that long rest earlier.
Actually, since this is like that, let me get full
Is there-
unconstrained movement.
is there any way that we would have been able to infer whether he could see Echo because he was that abyssal creature, or if the guy just has like general true sight or something?
It seems to be. It's not true sight. There's supposed to be another site that lets you see ethereal creatures.
Ethereal sight, I think is what it's called. So like ethereal. It's one of those 2 abilities.
Okay. Obviously, if he wasn't right next to them, I would be. Well, I could just lay down a wall of fire on them, but then the girls would sort of just be there, tied up and prone. What I could do is throw down Sleet Storm, just on top of everybody.
Actually, okay, so I think I found it. And there is another way you can see invisible creatures, like not just ethereal sight. If you want to try and roll an Arcana check.
I guess, yeah, I'm just trying to infer if I make the area heavily obscured, would he still be able to see? So I will use my best Arcana knowledge.
Nat 20.
Unfortunately, John, you're not being able to pick up the magic that whatever it may be, with all this necrotic energy radiating through the air, especially as he seems to have just charged on that dead guy. With that nat 20, Echo, you could tell from looking at him, it's not true sight because you're technically in a polymorph and you would be able to see through that. So he definitely saw you as an ether claw, which means he probably is using either ethereal sight or see invisibility.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a question. How did me using how does it look when I use the
Scott,
capture pods?
it's
Like, what does
basically
it
you.
look
It's
like?
basically you pulling out this spherical thing, pressing the button on top, and it pops open the creature. You can throw it for a visual and performative effect, but otherwise, it's just you pop it open. It takes about a couple seconds, and 6 seconds, and it just your creature comes out. But of course, you do have to have it out and present it in an area large enough for the creature to, present itself. You can't press it open on your chest and it'll come out unless you are like,
No, 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 no. Hmm.
So if you're doing what I think you're doing, you're gonna have to give me a sleight of hand to see if anybody notices what you're doing.
Yeah, I might have to do that. Fuck, what's my slide of hand? I don't. Hmm. Yeah, you know what? I'm uh I'm gonna try that, and I'm gonna use my inspiration for the roll
All right.
to get advantage. I really couldn't have stayed on 17.
Well, who knows? Let's give it a shot. Let's see.
And I'm bringing out uh, the I'm bringing out Cryolix, so not the bring out this guy. How far does he? Is he just next to me? Because I
You
don't
said
want
you
like
said Cryolix, right?
yeah the
Then yeah, that's a large size space. So basically, like really right in front of you works. That's a 5x5 space. I mean 10x10. 3 square space.
something there.
All right. Well, hold on, because now we're gonna roll perceptions. It's your sleight of
Let's see.
hand.
Well, we got to do something right.
Holy dice.
It's a lot of fun. At least one of it sees it. With a fucking 12.
Yeah. Yeah. About 4 or 5 of these guys notice you. The priest does not as he raises his weapon ready to strike down, but 4 or 5 of them notice you and they're like, "Yo, Tivik, what the hell is that?" Or like, no, not allowed to say. They say, "Tivik, what the hell is that? Just don't play with. Did you take that from the Avengers? Don't play with that."
I'm sorry. I didn't know what it did.
I think that's one of those creature pods. Did you press it?
Think I might have by accident.
And as the 6 seconds go off, Cryolix come outside and says, as he says in Draconic, says, "Finally, a chance to flex my jaws and teeth. Where is my prey?" And cultists all stand up like, "Oh, what? What the hell? What is that?" What do you do now, Aldwin? Aldwin?
Yeah, I'm. Give me 1 sec. Uh,
Tricky situation.
yeah. Okay, can I ask you, out of game, how many would have seen if I had the 18? Would any of them seen
18
if I had
what?
the 18? The sleight of hand. Would any of them have seen if I had the 18?
Unfortunately, you didn't roll an 18, but
No, but out
no.
of like
But no, I'll be
above
honest. I'll be honest. No.
Oh fuck. Okay, well that's unfortunate. Okay, so what am I gonna do? Well, you know what? Cat's out of the bag. I am going to point at the big dude. How do I point again? Like that.
Yeah.
And I'm a tell him snack.
You say this, and Draconic, as he turns his head, he's like, "Meal for me," and is going to start lunging. But at this point, they all rise up and says, Let's kill the beast! And with that, combat time begins. But before that, so I can set this up, let's take a short break. I will be right back.
rolled yet. Let's see.
Yeah, no. Let's get started on initiatives.
Oh wait, add +4 to that because I'm wild shaped.
Not this one. Not that one either. Yep, there it is. All right. Everybody got their initiatives rolls?
Can you add +4 to mine? Because I'm in ether glove form, so I have higher dexterity.
Turns into a 21. All right, let's roll everybody else. Well, that works out perfectly. And with that,
It's
let's
kind
begin.
of balanced, isn't it?
It is. Almost all the cultists, are second or third to last. Sorry, Aurelian. And with that, let's begin. As we begin with him, and he sees the creature pop up as everybody is charging off at it, and he readies a weapon as he's like, well, how fortuitous. More sacrifices to empower me. Bring them to me. I will taste their souls. I will taste your souls. As he draws a weapon, a different weapon other than the blade, in his hand. And then he fires a bolt of electric power at you. Does Cloak of Display...
Disadvantage.
Yeah, I was about to say, does that count for spell attacks? Yeah, okay.
Anything is
Alright.
up until I get hit, and then it deactivates up until start of my next turn.
Well, unfortunately, you are getting hit with a 16.
Okay.
Yes, you will take... 8 necrotic damage.
Damn, that's a low roll. Okay.
You also, as this damage surges through you, you feel a twinge on your vitality and life force aching. As with this necrotic damage of this attack, you cannot heal until this enemy's next turn.
Okay.
Are you concentrating on something?
Alter self.
No, it says haste. Also, I thought you cast disguise self.
It's alter self.
Oh,
As
well.
I said, I couldn't open my sheet.
Oh, sorry. Are you keeping it up at this point then, or?
Well, I probably roll Constitution since I got damaged.
All right. Go ahead.
But might as well. Nah, I'll choose to fail.
All right.
I'll probably do another spell.
All right. You drop that, and your guise fails as they see you and all of your tall, dark skinned, elfish Vizil. Several gasps go through, and you hear somebody say, "What have you done with Tivik?"
I can show you.
And they're like, "Hey, kill him in the name of Osibus!" Does he only have one attack? Or... Nope, he can attack twice. Well, then he fires at you again.
Sure.
Ooh, that is gonna miss. As you swim past, you dodge this blast, and like, it matters not. This is fortuitous in our hand. Now we have the adventurers and more. Whoever knocks them down can have the souls of the women. Except for you, my dear. I will personally take yours. And she tries to headbutt him. Kill them! And everybody readies to go in furious fighting.
So, actually, 1 second. Does Cryolix move after me, or does he get his own turn order?
He moves after you because he's summoned a companion. So his
And I use
attacks,
my bonus action to move.
yeah, you use your bonus action to command him. Otherwise, if you want to leave him free roam, he will have a roll on his own turn and take his own thing.
Yep.
Alright, that is the priest's turn. Echo. Which we know you're back
Yeah.
here for the record.
Yeah, can you phase me through the wall?
There you go.
Can't see the Ether Claw token for some reason, but I see you moving it.
Oh, it's because I think it's also marked as invisible or something. There you go.
And I'll exit the ethereal plane.
Alright.
And we'll bite. Ah, I'm still invisible from greater invisibility, which I casted, but for some reason it hides the token from me too, so.
Yeah, I see. It might be because this isn't a player token, even if I give you ownership.
Probably. It's fine.
Alright.
Which
Which one are you biting?
the one in front.
Make sure you target it, that way I can apply everything. That is going to miss.
Second, alright. I will bite it.
That is going to
24.
hit. That is going to hit.
Nope. That will be a whopping 11 damage.
Didn't your invisibility give you advantage?
True. After that.
Oh, now you're regular invisible, because now I can see you.
I thought that's why you said it, and you would have remembered.
Do that.
Also, yeah, I think you have greater invisibility, so that should have...
Yeah, it doesn't break on each hit.
Right, so yeah.
That qual attack does hit.
Yep.
8 damage. I thought. So 19 total. And that would be it for me.
All right, as you pop back in and then begin mauling the guy next to you. As it looks like he's running, he's like, he gets scratched and suddenly bends like, my Lord, Lord Urlock. As he looks over and he says, must I do everything? It's your turn. And the death cult is like, he's like, I got you, buddy. And he comes over and he's a little bit and he's gonna point and fire at you. Echo. He can't see you, but he can tell like his partner lifted in the air, most likely where you're at, so he's gonna fire. As that misses. And that is his attack.
Okay, so just for this turn, would me pointing and saying snack be enough for him to move on this turn?
Well, you technically already gave a turn, so you already gave a command, so he's already going on the attack.
Yeah, okay, so...
Like, that's why I marked initiative when the minute you said snack. He was like, alright, that's your attack command, so he's going on that. So you still have your bonus action. He's just gonna go. You just have to make sure to use him right after your stuff.
Amazing. Yeah. So next turn I'll need to use my. Okay, amazing. All right. So then with my bonus action for this turn, I will be using. What's it called again? Innate sorcery. Jesus Christ. I think that it's it. Yeah. And then for my action, I am. How many more sorcery points I have left? Two. Okay. But it will be very nice. Okay. I am going to cast on this guy. I am going to cast, where is it? This one. Crown of Madness. And I am using my last 2 sorcery points to make him roll that with disadvantage. So I need from the big guy,
The cult leader.
from this guy, a wisdom save with disadvantage.
Alright. And that works as you enhance and sharpen the tag onto him to inflict him with madness. And he is charmed.
Yeah.
As a kind of black ichor crown pops above him, then sinks into his head. It's like, and is like, seems like ichor seems to be dripping off his eyes as he starts shaking. He's like, sorcery!
Okay, and then I will be moving away. So 15 feet here, and yes, I know. If they want, they can. Right, that's okay. So that's my, and then he. How much movement? 40. Okay, nice. He is going to obviously move towards him. So I just want to see. Does it go away if he gets hit?
The target can act normally on a.
It doesn't say, so no. Okay. I have to use my action on my next turns to maintain control though. So he is going to swing at the guy. So he's going to use.
Let's see.
Yes,
It
bite
must
attack.
use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack. Okay.
And why did he move? Because he was here.
Oh, I think you moved him. Hold on.
I think I can move him. Okay, so yeah, he's gonna go there. And he is going to take a swing. Or a bite first. Hello, would you roll, please?
Yeah, he turns around and he's gonna stab the cultist. Hits him, unfortunately, so that is 6 damage to the cultist.
And then Cryolix is going to bite. Make one bite, 2 claw. Okay, he's gonna bite. I think that's gonna 13.
Nope,
Might miss.
that misses.
Okay. And then he's gonna try 2 claw attacks. First one, maybe 16.
That hits.
Right, and then damage. That's going to be 11 damage for the first one, and then the second one is gonna be a 15.
Meets that hits.
Right. Damage for the second one is going to be 14, so 25 total.
All right. As Cryolix comes up, towering over the dude, and just starts slicking into him while he's stabbing the other cultist, who also is paralyzed now from the knife as he just freezes up from getting stabbed. He's like, Lord Earth, fuck my God. As the cult leader is just enraged.
And that'll be it for me and Krylix.
Alright, we'll move on to the next turn. Just give me 1 sec, I'll be right back.
So I use my magic action to maintain control, and my bonus action to control Kylix. At least I'm putting out some damage.
Yeah. The problem is my Epic Claw doesn't do a lot of damage, mostly utility.
Hey, you did. How much damage did you do? 20 something?
Yeah, 20.
Yeah, and the
exactly.
guy's already injured, so.
Though I
do
don't
that.
think they damage me if all they do is necrotic damage, which is good.
Yeah, and wait, so what? Wait, so greater invisibility, that only goes away if you let it, or.
Yeah, or if I break concentration.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Let it, so. Oh, yeah, I mean, you failed the roll, but. Okay. And that's a what level spell?
4th. But
And then I'm guessing there's like just invisibility, right? Which goes away whenever you do something.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. So the big guy, he does remake the save at the end of his turn. So up until then, he's gonna be under my control. For once, the spell comes in handy.
Yep.
I was like, this spell looks cool. I think I've used it once before and it failed.
I'm just looking forward to getting the fucking goon squad collapsing on me.
Yeah, my bad.
As a unlucky fight to roll poorly on initiative. Maybe instead of wall of fire, I should do fire shield. And then just try to tank as best I can. Everything else, just try to keep myself alive. Because fire shield doesn't take concentration, so I could do that and then also aura of vitality or something.
Yeah, maybe.
How?
I guess it depends on how these guys decide to move. If I see a good opportunity to hit like most of them with a wall of fire, I'll probably just do that. All my cool damage spells are concentration. Feels bad.
Like Jeff said, if I move to the middle of the map,
You wouldn't happen to be resistant or immune to fire damage in that form, would you?
no, sadly. But if I do drop out of the form because of damage, it'll give me an excuse to use my max form. So there's that.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. And let's see. Onto this one. And let's see. He's gonna lead the charge as he sees the old squadron. And he's like, kill the adventurers! Lord! As he, not that way. This way. He's gonna fire a death bolt. Wait, where did you go? Alderman?
Where did who go? Me?
You're-
I
yeah.
moved.
Oh,
I said I'm gonna move.
Oh, I missed that part. Alright, yeah, thankfully you're still in range.
Alright. Disadvantage.
And let's see. Actually, he's gonna move a little more out. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let's see. Oh, all right, within range. As he raises his hand and seems to enchant, as dark magic races off of him and tags each and every one of the cultists here, the mini cultists here, and they all raise their weapons. There's their little sickles, and they all start glowing with black fire. An army, as their burning sickles come forward, and they're like, "Reap the souls!" And they all char, like, "Yeah!" As they turn to face you. And at pause, and is like, "Wait a minute." And he looks over and says, "That's not Nodok." As they now notice you, Aurelian, do not have your weapon and have not turned around.
I'll just keep my head down, keep praying.
This guy next to you gets close to you and just flips your cloak off and reveals your face.
I was wearing that. Could you please put that back?
They killed Nodok too! Kill them both! Arr! And that is, does he have a bonus action? Technically, no. Actually, there is one thing he could do. But I have time before I... Actually, technically, do I? No, I don't, so I gotta do this now. As he raises his hand over by the corpse of the dead herbalist and raises him from the dead. As he rises up. Now, is there a specific stat for this? Oh, no. He just comes back as he is. As he sits up with his pistol in hand. And now has a pistol in his hand, as there's now technically an undead, this guy here. So let's roll him into the initiative. Oh my, if he got a 21, that would have made me laugh. And that is the end of this man's turn. He's like, kill them all. Now we go on to the undead herbalist. As he points his gun at you, Aurelian.
And I have full cover because I'm on the other side of this guy, right?
You're knelt down, and I'm pretty sure there's like not really.
Well,
Sorry.
if Aurelian is now down, it's disadvantage anyway.
Or at least some cover.
That
Oh yeah, you're technically right. Well, no,
Would
because
be
that's not prone. That's not prone technically. That's more like crouch. I'll say I'll say with crouch you have at least like a quarter cover. So I'll say, you know, you have a +1 to your AC, so that misses either way. As he fires a pistol off in your direction. And it misses you while you're still kneeling on the ground. Actually, wait, no. Actually, no, because yours is 17. So yeah, that still hits. That still hits. You will take...
Quarter cover is +2. Not.
What's three... Wait, what's 3/4 cover?
That's +3. And then it goes up to 4.
So there's quarter, half, and 3/4. Okay, fine. So that's 2, 3, 4. Are you sure?
I'm looking at it. Quarters cover. +2 AC. Just cover. Types of cover. Half or partial cover. +2 to armor class. Oh, 3 to quarters cover. +5 and total cover. So they count half and quarter.
Okay, so at least half its body, a large piece of furniture, narrow tree trunk, or a creature. Okay, yeah, so he has half cover. So, yeah, +2, so that turns into 18. And that still hits. He rolled literally an 18. So in death, he has a sharp eye as he whizzes this in between this cultist's robe and legs and hits you on your shoulder for 9 piercing damage.
Ow.
And that is his turn.
I don't know why that was so funny to me.
Because there's a guy trying to pretend he's praying and he gets shot. And he just goes, ah. Anyway, cultist attack. As half will go after Aurelian. And half will go after you, Echo. But first, this guy gets here. Surround. They're all gonna surround you. And technically, this one's moving away, so that's an opportunity attack for you, Echo, if you want.
And I will bite. Oh, I forgot that I targeted the wrong guy. I forgot it's the
Oh. Woo.
that tool. Yeah. Target you.
Alright, roll that crit damage. And he needs to make, and he's gonna make a constitution save. I still remember.
Yeah. Hey, 33.
Damn. 33. And he fails. So not only do you bite this cultist's head off and he freaking dies, it looks almost grisly as it's just like he's charging and like, ah! His head disappears. And he collapses to the ground. Well, that's one down.
Yikes.
As for the rest, they move on as they go to stab you. So you technically do not have half cover because they are all swarming and attacking you. So you are 16, and there is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cultists. So that reduces his AT to 10. Right?
At what? 16?
Like for mob attacks, it reduces your AC to 10.
What's their hit modifier? Or yeah, you would just subtract their hit modifier by their.
Oh, their hit modifier is 3, and that's okay.
Are we
Minus-
doing this again?
Yeah.
We will do this until it is down.
Okay, so
pat.
you look at. Okay, so you look at. Where's the table? Fuck, it's in my.
Okay, I see it. So he has 16 attackers
Yeah.
needed.
So you look at Aurelion's AC. You subtract their attack modifier. So you said 3, so that's gonna be how much
13.
your AC, Aurelion?
13 now.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be 13, and then you look on the table. How many? Where does the 13 fall in what range?
It falls in the range that 1 out of every 3 hits.
Yeah. So and how many are there? 2, 4, 6. So 2 confirmed hits. So now you roll damage for 2 hits.
Yep,
No attack rolls
Yep,
anymore.
exact-
Just
yep.
damage for 2 hits.
yep, exactly. 2 exactly. So that is... Alright, so that is 2d4 plus... That's technically... Yeah, that's 2d4 plus 2. And then... No, that's 4. That's technically 2d4 from that, and then... Okay. I'm getting the numbers down here. So first...
Yeah. So you would. Yeah. So 2 attacks. So if they all have the same attack, and you said 2d4, then it would be 4d4 plus the modifier twice.
Yep. And then because they're also charged as well. Oh, wait, no. Wait, no, let me delete that.
Already, you got something big you can transform into.
No, just a warhorse, and a dog, and a wolf, and a snake, and a rat, and a shark.
Yeah, he's a land druid, so they don't get very
Oh,
cool
okay.
shapes.
Yes.
All
On
right,
the
so
side
you
note-
take 7 slashing and 6 necrotic.
On a side note, Norway is winning with 1-0 against England right now.
Lol.
I want Norway to win, to be honest.
All right, so that's a total of 13 damage that I've already taken off of you. So that's 2 concentration checks if you want to keep your pass without a trace. Okay, never mind then.
Dalt is over. It's time to brawl.
All right, and yes, now we have this down. And that's how that works. And these guys...
Finally! Sorry.
Yes, I know, you're very excited. So they move closer to you.
This is not. I wanted them to stay in the line.
That black fire that their weapons are covered in, does it actually do fire damage?
No, it's necrotic.
Gotcha.
So 4 are able to make it up to you.
Yeah. So, the first attack that wants to hit me is with disadvantage, so I don't know. I think
Oh, it
gives,
starts back. It starts back up, right?
Yeah. was my turn, so.
As that is the variant factor, because it's supposed to be unnormal. So actually, we'll count like how many are needed to be able to land one, and then we roll a d we roll a d we roll a d.
Add 2, or how much? Does it say anything? Advantage slash disadvantage?
No, but we made the rule that it was like a minus or plus.
Okay, yeah,
five.
minus. Yeah, it would be a minus or plus. Like if they have advantage, it's a plus. Wait, let me think on this because this
Yeah,
technically
you
this
just
technically
need
this
a
technically
number.
yeah this technically would increase by chance the amount of people that can hit, or decrease the amount that can hit.
And typically, what people do when equate advantage or disadvantage to numbers, they typically do 5, because that's on average what advantage comes out to, or disadvantage is a minus or plus 5, mathematically.
But we're counting also the ratio of how many like attackers would be able to hit based off of that. So, let me look this up.
Then again, some of them are flanking, so you could just say that it's flat.
Okay, so it says that the amount of people that are in the mob, depending on advantage or disadvantage, will either be halved or doubled. So take, for example, with the 4 are attacking, it's now 2 attacking.
Okay, then it's gonna be.
So your AC minus 3 is 12.
So that would be every 2.
So technically, yeah. Technically, this still counts as one of them hitting. So you will take 1d4. You take 5 slashing and 2 necrotic. I will tick that off of your score. Don't change anything. And I'll need a DC check to keep the Crown of Madness. Actually, I kind of like that idea. The mob size either halves or doubles at disadvantage or... Oh! Wait! No. No. You... Oh my gosh. Do you have anything to help you?
No.
Shit. That's a very unfortunate nat 1. As your Crown of Madness drops. I don't know, maybe the sickle poked you in the cheeks and you got startled.
Fine, I got my action now.
You hate to see it. You had a good thing. You did a good thing, okay? Don't let it get you down. You still did a real good thing here. Alright.
No, it's just it doesn't matter. I would need to use my action to keep it on, so I have my action now. It doesn't matter.
Well, no,
Stop
because
for
your
a turn.
your concentration failed, so it drops.
Yeah, but no. The spell says on my turn I would need to use my magic action to maintain control. So
Yes,
now I
if
have
you
my action free.
if you have concentration to hold, like concentration to maintain it, but you lost that concentration, so the effect leaves.
Yeah, we are on the same line, but we misunderstand.
Which means
Now
this,
that I've lost
this...
it, I have my action. Otherwise, I did not.
Oh, okay. Okay.
As long as I'm concentrating,
Right.
have
Okay.
certain
I
of my
get you.
turn.
I get you. I get you. Okay. You're still happy you get an action. Okay. Sorry. As the cult is pinned and the crown disappears off, the cult leader's like, "My apologies, youngling. I will make it up to you, and you can have your first picking. For now, this lizard dies." This is
Where are we in turn order? Because it's not making sense to me anymore.
We're still on the we're on this cult leader. Don't worry, it's about to end because I think he was the last one.
So what did Aurelian do?
Wait,
I haven't gone yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
wait, then
One of the little
but it's
dudes
the
plus
cult group's turn. Where? Let me see.
the one-
Yeah, okay, he's not visible because he died. That's stupid.
Yes.
oh, I see.
That's okay. That's
If
very
it's
fuck.
still-
That's
if it's
very.
still the
That's
small
very.
dudes, okay, then.
That's very funny as hell. The literal cultist that I tagged to make us the marker for the mob group is the one you killed, Echo. That's very
Oh,
funny.
yeah, now he's there. So okay, now it's
Yes. All right. Yes.
fine. I was like, wait, where are we in turn order?
Yeah, he's dead, but that's very funny. That's very
You could
funny.
just-
I'm
you
gonna
could
I'm gonna
just
move I'm gonna
delete
move it over. I'm gonna move it over, but like that makes
Yeah,
me
delete-
laugh.
Just
Delete
chuck him-
another one. Yeah, delete another one and move him there.
Or just chuck him in the fire.
Actually, can I even tag him? I can't even tag him anymore because he died.
We could just scribble over him with an axe.
You know what? Whatever. We'll remove him. Make him dead. We'll just mark another cultist. It's fine. That's very funny. Alright, now we move on to Aurelian. Now it's your turn.
Okie dokie. I'll go for fire shield.
Yeah, I'll just yell out to Aurelian. I might be in trouble, but I'll be fine.
Okay, wrapping flames around your body. Shedding light within a 10-foot radius. And dim light for an additional 10. Are you actually glowing? Okay, you're actually glowing. That's neat.
So I have resistance to fire damage, and when somebody hits me with a melee attack, they take 2d8 fire damage. And that's my action. With my bonus action, I will starry form. Let's go with Archer.
Resist to cold dance, resistance to fire damage. Alright. Bonus action. You make a ranged attack, throwing.
Oh, you're a star.
Yes.
Yeah. So, with Archer, when I activate the form and as a bonus action on subsequent turns, I can make a ranged spell attack.
And the
Please.
damage is DA plus wisdom of radiant. Neat. All right. That all for you?
Well, I gotta use the attack.
Well, you cast your spell to get fire shield.
It was a bonus action.
Well, no, it's a bonus action on subsequent turns, which means after
When
this.
you activate this form and as a bonus action on subsequent turns.
Oh, okay, fair. Fair enough for me. All right, who you hit?
A 14 on the main guy.
Everybody's aiming to take him out, and unfortunately, that's going to miss. You glow your circle, you yeet a little star ball, and it just cracks away from him. So,
Okay. I think that is all I have.
all right. This cultist is down on the ground as he got bit. He gets up and he's like, "Ugh." And he pulls out his knife and just tries to stab right in front of the area that is visible to him. And in an effort of utter stupidity, he tries to side slash the area where you are at, like, you know, where you're standing in front of the pillar thinking you're there. But he goes in the wrong direction and jams his pillar behind him. Jams his scythe behind him. Like he was going to swing it this way, but then it went this way.
I just speak in abyssal. Got your weapon stuck in a stone.
Be smuggle, you want? Be smuggle, you want? I'll enjoy having your flesh for dinner. That's his turn. On to the priest. As he cracks his neck, looks over at the large dragon, he's like, well, gracious. Now I don't have to waste my magic. As for you, creature,
You don't see me go away.
I think he's talking to Crylex.
Oh.
Just a guess.
Pretty
He
much.
just hit him. He just attacked him.
as he reaches over at this creature and casts a vampiric touch.
Okay. What'd that do?
Hold on a second. Oh shit, I almost forgot to target him. Very good. And let's make this public so you can see. Vampiric Touch. Basically, he targets him like a melee spell attack to hit him.
And heals.
Excuse me one sec.
It's fine. What? It's 3d6. Oh, that's nothing.
5d6. Because it's outcasted to 5th level. Back at the top.
Oh, 5. Oh, that's still nothing. He has more HP than you think. How much do you think he has?
I'm more so worried about the fact that he's healing off of it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, but
Rather, I'm sure he's
hopefully I can stop that soon.
Sorry about that, I'm back. Alright, and he's gonna roll. Don't really have anything to give himself advantage, so you know, takes a chance. Ooh. Thank goodness. That's gonna hit as he manages to grab onto his big lizard body and just.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 17 to hit.
Okay, yep.
Oh, we didn't upcast it. Why did it this level?
Yes, he kept it at 3rd level. He's not gonna waste big slots on one measly creature. Plus, he's not hurt too badly. A touch up is fine.
Fair enough.
As he takes that damage and he's healed. Try your might, creature. I will drain you of all your flesh.
He can only respond in Draconic, can't he? Yeah, he doesn't really understand.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care. The priest is just in a moment. As he draws his soul blade, going to on the attack when he's ready. And that is his turn. Because that is an action. Is that an action or bonus action? Did I read that wrong? No, that's an action. Yep. And he has no bonus. Well, he does, but I'm not going to use that yet. Echo!
Bang.
Hello.
25 to hit. Actually, that hits.
What did you?
Hello?
Where? Oh, that's right. You're over here. I forgot. You're right. All right. All right. Yep. That goes for it. Bite
Dang.
munch. I'm guessing that's the bite.
Or no.
Nice, nice roll.
It's the claw attack. For some reason,
Oh,
it
it's-
ported weirdly. And
Yeah, it's a homebrew, so it's like a weird variant port with all this stuff. I'll have
Nice
to really
damage.
take a look at it in another day, but all right, that's good damage, and the bite.
Will hit.
All
Max
right,
damage, max damage, max damage. Could be better, but it's fine. So
all
that's
right. Let me roll his Constitution
Nice.
save.
nice damage, Echo. 33. Hell yeah.
seems my
That's a
one back.
fail.
That's a fail.
And then I'm gonna quickly maneuver my way over here.
And he is poisoned now from your
Ooh,
gross,
isn't it good, right?
gross
But-
saliva, from your toxic saliva. And yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see,
What
15
was that
damage.
again? That's like disadvantage, or what did that do?
Disadvantage.
This is-
He's poisoned, so he has
Attack.
disadvantage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and holy moly, yeah, you effed him up. Like a lion ripping apart a gazelle, you ripped into him good, and he's bleeding. As you rip him around your... It's like a bear attack, really. And you just toss him on the ground and walk off.
Being MVP again.
No, my screen.
The invisible bear-like creature being the MVP once again is not lost
Which
to
is
me.
screen. I just became completely white. Whatever. I'm gonna move down like 5 more feet if you could move my token, and then I'll activate my natural presence.
Okay. Let's see. Let me see the template of that. Okay. Ooh, okay, yeah.
Why is my screen just completely white? Yeah, let me refresh real quick.
You said you wanted to move 4 feet?
Yeah,
I
down.
think he'd be one left. Recon.
Here? Or...
I think that's what he said. He said 5 down. That's down.
In a 30-foot radius all around me, pretty much the cultist down where Alduin is are targeted.
Hold on, let me pull the template up. This thing's supposed to pop. There it is. From your center point, right here. Radiate this
Almost
horrid
everyone.
causality.
Real MVP over here. Almost everyone.
And that DC shouldn't be 17.
If this was Overwatch, this would be play of the game.
Oh no, because like it's based off of your. No, even then, that
Yeah.
still shouldn't be 17.
Now, okay, Echo, roll a 4, please,
I'll try.
or
Or
a
a
3.
3. A 3 would be good.
I mean, incapacity, I guess.
That's still pretty good.
Everything except a 1 is fine.
What did we base the DC off of? I know it wasn't 17.
My spellcasting DC was gonna just, which is 17.
Okay, I suppose that's fair. All right, fine. DC 17 on it. Well, I gotta pick everybody, so that.
So, no actions, bonus actions, or reaction. They can't concentrate. No speaking. Nice.
And honestly, ironically, only one of these would affect the undead. Sure, if there has to be. So we shall see.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I count correct? 13 saves.
A lot.
So many dice, so many D20s. Can we fill the screen?
No, it's just a couple of chunks and pieces. They probably could have if they was all off at once, but nope. Okay, well, and 17, so well, I'm so glad I added adjectives to these because it makes it easier to know which one is which. So one,
Oh wait, and can you mark all the ones that save?
yes, I can. I'm just counting it.
He's just
All right.
standing.
Sorry. What did you roll for your D4 for the type 2?
Uh,
Oh my God! You rolled a 2. You watch as all of them except for this one and this one drop to the ground.
and he's no longer concentrating. His wound period touch. He drops.
DC freaking 17. Oh my God. I mean, I know exactly why. Oh, I know 3. So this one, and what's that? 18. This one. So basically, two of the 3 boys and 1 cultist do not drop. Everyone else, even the cult leader, drops unconscious.
That seems pretty strong.
They'll hear an abyssal stand down.
The thing is, though, if you make it, you don't get affected for like a day. And there's a backstory for this, trust me. He only has so many times he can use it a day, too, so it's a very paracausal tongue-in-cheek thing. Like, trust me, when I reveal the full thing about this, you're gonna laugh at why it is. And technically, he's undead. It would count. Does it?
Is it an echo power or the ether beast?
No,
It's literally Echo's like thing. It's like a little thing that goes along with his character story.
Right on.
It's kind of like almost like an allergen to like regular people when they experience echo. Their body
Right.
just
It's like because of his unnatural existence, it creates this kind of subconscious supernatural reaction. However, he can trigger it, especially now that he has done some things to gain more power, and it can cause one of 4 effects. It can make people afraid of their life, it can make people lock up and freeze, it can make them fall unconscious. I forget what the fourth one is, but that's not the point. Point is, everybody is now incapacitated.
so we got 1 or more turns until they
Yeah. Also, it only lasts like I think.
And
They,
they
it,
make this-
until they break it, and then if they break it, they don't never have to experience it again for 24 hours. Where is incapacitated? I'll just mark them off as I go. But yeah. Anything else you want to do?
No, that's it. into my turn.
There we go. I figured out what it is. And yes, because he's incapacitated, his hold as he's trying to drain the life force from this snake. As he... What? And he goes unconscious. Oh no, he, he loses concentration. As they're all just practically unmoving. It's so funny how paralyzed and incapacitated are almost one and the same, but there's supposed to be this difference that you can still move when you're incapacitated. So that makes me wonder, the theory, like, what is that? Is that like stunned but less jarring, or is it paralyzed but less jarring? Questions for other days. In the meantime, Cultist, as he's like, what the hell was that? And he sees everybody kind of like, almost like they're stagnant and confused. They're like, what is long, Order Urlock? As he looks over and he's like confused because he can't even see you, Echo. So this is like a whole tongue-in-cheek thing. He's gonna look around as he sees everything's confusing. And he's like, as he looks over at his liege, he's like, my liege, shall I go get the creature? Blink if you wish it. Close enough. And he's gonna run off to go get the creature.
I'll be right back.
Yes.
Busy for a while anyway, so
As he runs over to this door, goes in. That will be his turn. Alduin, you see this guy as he's going in there. What do you do?
7, 1 second, 8, 9, and 10. I'll use my bonus action to tell Crylex to just keep attacking. And then, yes, all of these guys, I'm gonna use my action to utilize. Same old, I open my vest. Oh god. Yeah, something.
This
something
one
like
has a lot of
this.
stats on it for some reason.
Yeah, if you could take that off. They'll just, like...
There we go.
this. A little bit like this.
Yep. Open the cone. They're like, attack! And they all swarm out. Let's put one on the board, and that will count as their initiative.
Oh yes, I'll
Go ahead and roll it.
roll that. That's this one. That is going to be a 10.
Alright.
Which is not for a little bit. Okay. Then I will make Cryolix stuff, because that's my action and bonus action. And he, first of all, he is. Hold on a second. Grapple.
Well, you said keep attacking, so he's gonna start mauling this cultist.
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, so he is going to first use his claws.
Alright, and this is at advantage because, you know, he's incapacitated.
Okay, then I'll, unless that hits. Oh, but I could roll on a 20, let's see.
Or is it just paralyzed?
Well, it doesn't say
Yeah, no,
incapacity
it is
doesn't say.
it is just paralyzed. So no, he's not
Okay, so a 16 and a 23, 2 claws. They both hit, right? If I remember
yes, they
correctly.
both hit. So 16 and the 23.
So damage for this one, and then so that's going to be 15 for the first one, and then so 25 for the claws, and then he's going to swap his bite for constrict. Let's see if this hits. $22.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also going to be damage. So he is going to take, so that's 25 plus 18 is 43 total damage, and he is now grappled by Cryolix.
Alright, well let's first see if he's dead. So I gotta
Oh,
attack off his damage.
I mean, that'd be even better, but...
One, two, three.
Maybe.
Nope. He's basically getting ripped apart, even probably more as vicious as when the Ether Claw did it, and then finally wrapping around his neck. It's
Yeah, so on his turn, if he wants to, he can try to escape. Other than
well,
this-
he's got to break out of that incapacitated first because he can't even
Oh, yikes.
he can't even take an action to break this grapple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. True. Alright, but that will be my turn.
Where is grappled? Am I going blind? There it is. There it is. Alright, that is your turn. Cultist. Oh yeah, this is the only one who's not paused, and he turns around and he sees Lord Urlock. No! He starts turning towards to attack the lizard. He's gonna fire at him. Perfect. 18 to hit.
Yep.
You know, I don't even remember, and I'm not gonna attack that now because that's way too much damage. Alright, that's 10 necrotic to Cryolix.
Okay.
And his attacks will deal half until the cultist's next turn.
Oh, that's a cool feature. Nice.
Yep. I'm pretty sure that somebody else that they hit somebody else at another point, but I'm not gonna question it
Wait,
now.
could you post that? I want to see what the...
Oh yeah, sure. There you go. Deathbolt. I actually got a couple other things to do. Now that I see you're all kind of messing up my guys. My guys, where did one of them go? Oh, that's right, he ran. Alright, zombie. He clicks his weapon and...
He's incapacitated now.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, he's right. You're right. He's crumples to the ground. I'm not even gonna try to roll the saves on this. As he's just making noises like... Cultists. All of them except for 4 are
What
incapacitated.
did they do? They just saw 10 small.
Well, they
Just come
can
up
they
with-
can run away, and they're all a bit, wary, especially since it looks like something's happening. I guess they're all gonna rush over and try to save their leader. At least they can't do any actions, but they can still move. As they're like, I mean, they're still a cult, so leader's life is priority. Also, Echo, at any time you want to take that opportunity, you can.
When that one who isn't incapacitated runs away from me, I would like to make an opportunity attack against him.
Go ahead.
Sure, I'll do that.
That hits.
That's weird. I don't have the roll damage button.
It should be right next to it. That little damage option next to sickle. On the attack option.
Yeah, it wasn't appearing until just now.
Alright, well, Echo, you kill this one. Well, Aurelian, you injure the one that's not incapacitated, and he still hobbles away. And Echo, as a handful of them start moving past you around to get to the cultist, you go around and you bite one in the head, and he dies. And they all see this, and while they can't scream or pick, you literally see them start to try to push faster to try to get to the cult leader. Especially the 3 that like circle around, they just see one of their friends go bloody.
Now, do these 4 also try to move? Because that's not gonna end well.
They still speak and they're like, "What is happening? Something's gone wrong. Are these adventurers some sort of magus themselves? No! We are chosen by Osebus! We cannot fail here! Release the creature!" As these 3 that can't speak go around and they're like, these other 3, they're just gonna like try to stab these lizards. These other 4, they're gonna try to like stab these lizards.
Right.
So it'll be 2 per motion on.
So, yeah, the AC is also 15, so that would also be 12. So yeah, two confirmed hits.
Alright, so we'll go with This one will attack Beta and what else? I can't see their HP markers, but yeah. Will attack Beta and Soul. So they. So Beta will take 7 damage. And Soul will take 9. For the record, despite them being tiny, they all are very, fortified with health and AC. So you timing a roaming band of these Dragonoids is very much a feat and very much a hazard because they could literally outlast things they kill.
Oh yeah, I know.
So yeah, that's injury to Beta and Soul as they're trying to stab him. Aurelian, now it is your turn.
Okay, I'll use the Star Map feature to cast Guiding Bolt without expending a spell slot.
Cool. How many times can you do that? Oh, a number of times equal to your wisdom. Okay, cool. All right, who are you doing it on?
The main guy.
Of course. Roll the hit.
He dead. If he hits.
Yeah, he did. That's gonna hit. Unless you got
that's cool.
absolute garbage damage. Roll the damage.
Oh no, he dead. Yeah.
Yep, he did. As you blast him. And he's like, oh! And he just, no noise, just through the chest. A beam of light, and he just clumps over.
Good deal. And then I will use the Archer Form attack on, again, that guy I hit with my sickle, the one cultist who was not incapacitated.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes. As you shoot the leader through the chest like a beam of light, and he slumps over. Everyone who's around him, they can't. They're all reaching up. There's no noise coming out of their mouths except for faint hisses. They're all just in shock visually, but not verbally. As you lob a star ball, and through the hissing, one guy just flaps to the ground and dies.
Alrighty, that is my turn.
And the Jubilees, I'm guessing, start eating these 4 around you.
Yeah, I'ma say one sentence. Now show them what a real cult looks like. And then
For the king! For the king! And they fly up. And it's like a swirling gold storm of feathers and stuff. And the only 4 talking are screaming as... I'm not even really gonna roll damage if all of them are just attacking.
They would all. It's +6, so I imagine that falls between 6 and 12. There we see -6.
Yep. So yeah, that's
Yeah, so
all.
every
That's
2, so 5 confirmed attacks, and they all have 3 attacks. So yeah, they pretty much.
yeah, and really,
it's as
and,
you describe it, a golden storm of like a tornado of constant
yep, and it's
bite
just like
and scratches.
Fun fact: Jubilee hordes of these Jubels, I said.
Jubilixes.
Hordes of Jubilixes, while at the same time can seem adorable and majestic, are very hazardous and dangerous. Due to their small and quick speeds, they can basically maul and eat an entire body in less than a few minutes. It's like that nematode steam, only, you know, bones are left.
So they're flying piranhas.
Pretty much, yes.
Flying dragon piranhas.
Uh, you also hear yeah, like little squeak roar noises as they're all feasting and celebrating their massacre of bodies. I do not regret this because it's very funny, especially with mouths, but still, it makes me laugh to realize you're just carrying a horde of flying piranhas in your coat, and then one giant blue dragon in a ball. Yeah, these guys are dead.
Only had 9 HP. Yeah, they're definitely dead.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't gonna give you a whole horde of enemies with death this time, but they were gonna be. Really, I'm trying to make mobs have small HP, but a lot of them, so you could just wind through them.
Yeah, that's
For this very visual reason, because it's funny. Who's this
now
guy?
prepare for what's coming. And I'm gonna make them all. Oh. Again,
As you hear a cough in the back and like, wolves, you think it's victory? You have no idea. For we are just getting started. As he gets up, absolutely in pain.
And right before he dies, I'm gonna say to him, I haven't even warmed up yet.
We shall see. Then get ready to run for your life. As he gets closer to his lord, he's like, Phorosebus puts his hand to his cult leader, pours his remaining vitality out, and collapses and dies. But as he does, he supercharges the remaining cultists. As he basically shatters his soul and his energy to vitalize all the remaining cultists. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, as you hear off in the back scream and a loud as something is stomping in this direction. And bursting through the back.
What in the world?
As this huge, almost 14-foot tall, four-armed amalgamation of doom comes out, carrying one of the cultists in his hands, who's very much bleeding. And just to show you the aesthetic, he's wearing what seems to be like patched up farmer clothes, wearing this kind of degraded, kind of worn head and hat for aesthetic, but he's got long, spangly forearms. As he lets off a noise that sounds like a half kid laugh, half kind of ogre roar, as the creature has made an appearance. And that is where we will call session. Because I do not want Trevally to miss every ounce of this, and I know he wants to kill something, so.
Okay, so how many people could Cryolix carry at a time, since he's a large creature?
2. Well, technically 3, because his tail.
Okay, that's good. Yes, 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 yes. Right. Then I already know how my next turn's gonna go.
As it should. Alright, well, y'all had some fun. Now we're about to bust out something nasty. And I hope y'all ready for it, and I hope Trevally is here for it next week. In the meantime, thank you all so much for watching and enjoying this session. Remember to like, share, subscribe on youtube.com/RayconZebra. Please join us next week as we continue our adventure, or tomorrow as we move on to Sundays and the big parts. In the meantime, good night, good game.
Good night.